What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty the Game, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Chris.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Josh.
And this is a slow week, so we actually have 3 topics, the lowest amount of topics we've ever had on Tasty Tuesday. Bear with us. But there's 5 of us, so I think we can have a pretty good conversation. Also, real quick reminder to play Tricky Towers and Rebel Galaxy. It still says Trick Towers on there. I should fix that, but I'm not gonna. Make sure to play those. Come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. We'll talk about our impressions of those games. Let us know yours. Also, Josh, there's a game coming out this Tuesday or today.
Grow Up, the sequel to Grow Home. A
game that me and you actually
we
really
fucking
enjoyed.
loved. It actually was a continued. So go ahead and check that out.
Yep.
You're welcome. That releases on today. So
on today. If you're watching on today, make sure to check that game out. I'm so fucking excited for it. I know you are, Josh.
Dope.
If none of you guys played it, fucking play the original, play the sequel. One of the best platformers I've ever played.
Yeah.
But let's get into the news. Bring in the first topic, Josh.
So Nordic Games, the company who pretty much got all the assets of THQ in an auction, is now rebranding themselves THQ Nordic as almost an homage to THQ and their legacy that they left in gaming. They currently now have 23 projects in the pipeline, and 13 of them are THQ franchises. So what do we think about the rebranding, and what do we think, are we excited for anything that's from THQ?
Well, I know a lot of people, when I saw this story online, were immediately saying, "Oh, please, Darksiders 3." So I know people are excited for that. Guarantee they make that. Other than that, I think it's weird that they actually decided to use the THQ name.
Yeah.
It almost seems like a weird business move.
Well, the thing that's interesting about that is, obviously, Nordic Games is a company big enough to buy most of THQ's assets. I think some people bought other things from that, though. But it makes sense, because who can name a Nordic Games game? Anybody?
Nobody, apparently.
Okay, so you're Nordic Games, you're a company who has been responsible for games, you've made money off those games. But people know the name THQ. Obviously, THQ is under, but if you call yourself THQ Nordic, you're bringing up a brand name that people recognize, more inclined to buy from, but also your name that people can now kind of link the two together. I think it's a smart business plan. I also think it's really, and I don't know if this is their intention, I'm sure they would say it was, but it's respectful to the properties they own. I think it's cool. I think it's cool they're doing that as long as they give the justice those games deserve, and if not improve them. I think this is great.
I'm trying to think if it was THQ Volition did Saints Row, right?
Yeah.
Volition was owned by THQ. They did Red Faction and Saints Row.
Though.
Holy shit, that'd be dope if we got maybe something else.
Well,
in the Red Faction fucking
I don't know if they own Red Faction. I know they don't own Saints Row though. Someone else bought that title.
That sucks.
More wrestling titles.
They have Darksiders, MX vs. ATV, Arcania, Legend of K, Painkiller, and Titan Quest, to name a few of their titles.
Titan
Quest. So
THQ
Titan Quest
titles?
is dead, though.
Yeah.
That's Nordic that owns those.
Nordic owns them, but that was THQ.
Yeah.
And that's actually where Grim Dawn came from.
Yep.
Was those assets.
Play that game.
I find it interesting that they would. I mean, it's cool. It's a great homage back to THQ, but at the same time, if I was a company buying the assets, I wouldn't necessarily want to have my name tied into a company that went under, even though they had really good games. And it could, bad juju. I don't know. It's a little superstitious, but it could carry over to having that.
Do you
with
think
them.
the general consumer, though, is really that up to par knowing what happened to THQ, though?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But
That THQ went under? That's pretty big.
You think you can
THQ
walk up
is
to a
a
random
pretty-
person
Well, no,
on the
but I
street
feel
and
like-
ask them, what do you think about THQ? I don't think I'd be like, who?
Who?
Like,
What?
But if you brought
THQ
up
is a
games that
wonderful
they
company.
were responsible for making, they'd be like, oh, okay. But
Yeah, I still don't think they would, like, you could say, like, hey, man, did you like Saints Row? They'd be like, oh, I loved it. I think it'd be like, yeah, it's too bad they're gone now,
Right.
Probably more likely to know the name Volition in that case than they would THQ.
Possibly. I mean, they're both kind of to the general public, not.
And Nordic THQ just makes me think of like a weird like side branch of like European
Almost
gaming
how there's
development
like,
thing.
What it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
Ubisoft San Francisco and Ubisoft New York kind of thing.
Montreal.
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah,
Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah,
That's what reminds
exactly.
me
Yeah.
of
But whatever. They're obviously trying to take something off the
Yeah.
name.
Are you guys interested, excited, don't care about the aspect of Nordic Games continuing any of THQ's products?
No, because Saints Row's dead. Every Saints Row after 2 was garbage. And my opinion, of course.
My opinion too. I'm with you.
3 was good.
Darksiders
No,
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
like.
Yeah.
That was a straight up Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, Legend of Zelda. So I didn't like either of those.
No, I was thinking just like Darksiders 2. I feel like didn't even get a good.
They were
like,
they were mediocre as
review
fuck.
either.
People
Yeah.
love Darksiders.
Yeah, I know.
I've played both of them all the way through. I absolutely love those games.
really?
I would love to see
Shit.
the other two horsemen have their stories told.
I straight up during in the first one there was like this area where you had to jump from like a highway to like a broken off piece of the highway, and I jumped over to it and I just got attacked and fell off the fucking thing, and I was like, this is horseshit. It happened like 6 times in a row, and I was like, I'm done with this fucking game, and I just never, because like, I don't know, combat felt clunky to me, the dash was chintzy, it was, I don't know, it just felt not.
Well, it just seemed like. Well,
Good.
I never played those games, but it seemed when Darksiders 2 came out, it was almost every review that I had read. It almost seemed like it was just fan service.
Yeah, but everybody who played the first one like was
Anyway.
foaming at the mouth for the second one, and obviously now they're foaming at the mouth for the third one.
Chevy, thoughts?
If they can bring back a franchise that obviously is known
Red Faction.
and make it a better product,
Guerrilla,
then,
not fucking
then yeah,
Apocalypse.
that's awesome. I hope they can do that. If they're just going to try to sell a crap game on a well-known name, though, I mean, hopefully not. But
Yeah, I would hate to see them just use the name and release
bastardize
shit
the
games.
shit.
Yeah.
Or they just do something new, and they're just like, fuck it.
Or make new games, absolutely.
Well, like I said, only 13 of their 23 projects is
So they have 10 new
THQ
ones.
properties, so 10.
That's good. That's awesome.
Very cool.
That's a tendency of fucking really, like, they're pushing shit out if it's 23 projects, man.
It's quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second bit of news, Xbox One, for the first time ever, has outsold the PS4. Now, we don't have the exact numbers on that. We should probably have done better research.
No, I've looked. I can't find anything.
No one
find
has
it?
anything on it.
Well, anybody watching this, if you do know the numbers, you're like, these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let us know. We don't know the exact numbers, but we
It
do
might
know.
be preliminary. I mean, like, you can tell they won, but no one really knows.
Yeah, maybe they said, hey, we did it.
Yeah.
But they outsold
Find
the
us.
PS4 for the first time ever, and the lead of marketing apparently is pretty stoked about it. As I could imagine anybody who works for that
Jesus,
company
so fucking,
is excited about
David
that.
and Goliath.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no. And it's fucked up because the way he talked about it was fucking. You're 1v1ing this guy in Call of Duty, you're just raping him again and again and again and again. And the one time he shoots you just in the head, and then all of a sudden he throws his controller in your face, pisses on you, and says, "Woo! That's, fucking noob!" That's what the marketing boss of fucking Microsoft did. He
Well,
said, he said it's good to be back on top again. Bitch, this gen you've never been on top.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah,
That was a
like,
while ago. I don't even know if he was working.
get out of the 360
when
days,
that happened
motherfucker.
originally.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're excited. Makes sense. What do you guys think about the whole thing where they are outselling the PS4? Do you think it's possibly just because everybody has a PS4 at this point, or do you think something happened with any games released for Xbox One recently?
No,
that drove those sales?
From what I understand, what drove sales was a very strong E3 showing,
Red Dead Redemption.
which
It
I
is
fully
really,
agree.
really good E E3.
I was gonna bring that up too.
Which I fully
Their
agree.
E3 was really good.
Their E3 showing was awesome.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of good. Fuck are they called?
Games,
Proprietary
video games. They're called video
Well, I
games.
mean,
exclusives.
exclusives. Fuck, I'm dumb.
I was like,
They showed a lot of exclusives that the Xbox desperately needed.
No, it was exciting for sure.
Plus, I know, and it came out in August, but I know the Xbox S has been selling like a motherfucker. So,
yeah. Wow.
who knows? They might do it for in August too.
Yeah. No, I think this is awesome. They needed it, obviously. I would hate to see them go away because we don't need one person making consoles.
Definitely. Because they don't have to compete anymore, and then they just kind of do what the fuck they want.
Exactly.
And you got to deal with it.
And speaking of their E3, they did show off a bunch of games that makes me want to get an Xbox. So, I hope it's not necessarily, I'm not looking for them to just plow over Sony as they've been doing before. It's been weird how one-sided it is. I'd love to see it be an even playing field again. So,
No, I mean, if Sony had some competition, I feel like it would make them even better. I mean, like, they're doing great right now, but they don't have to be. They're just doing it. They could get lazy if they wanted to. They could do it at any time. So, the idea of Xbox One actually, getting up there in sales and maybe invigorating something within the company to go, hey, we're not losers. We don't fucking suck. We can fucking make awesome games too.
Well, Xbox has always been, especially going back to when it was first released, like even 360 and shit like that, it was sold as an entertainment system. Same with this one. Yeah, so now, I mean, I feel like most people that buy it, I mean, gamers, like we're all gamers, we all bought PlayStation 4s. That's what we wanted. When Xbox was released, I feel like anybody who bought an Xbox was just Joe Schmo, just wanting to, I could also play games, but I could also play, it's an entertainment thing.
One thing you might not have thought about is Josh actually a really big fan of Hulu. He's a super fan of Hulu. And he actually found out that the Xbox One has Hulu on it. Has Hulu on it, right? Imagine that.
No,
a device.
I'm such a super fan that they give me Hulu for free.
A device with Hulu on it, right? Josh shelled out fucking what, $300-$400?
Yeah, I bought it when Xbox One first released.
For this dust-catching Hulu machine, as he calls it. And he got that, and he loved it. I mean, I bought it just because I felt like it'd be good to be well-rounded for the channel. But
it's a nice looking console, but that's about it.
It's a really nice Roku.
I can't really wait till shit.
That's a real big Roku.
I can't really wait till fucking
Roku
Phil Ames gets up there on that pedestal fucking once the NX comes out. That'll be the fucking day.
Yeah, you had, fucking Quantum Break.
Great game. Halo 5 and Quantum Break. If you have an Xbox, get them. Don't buy the console though.
Yeah.
They're great.
If
games.
you haven't, get it.
I wish they were on PS4.
Gears of War 4 is releasing soon. That's probably sold. That's probably...
Well, plus you get all the games
but
for free. But
Josh is excited about Gears of War.
And Red Dead Redemption may have pushed some too, because that went
I didn't even think of that too. Yeah.
And
that backwards compatibility in Red Dead.
Oh yeah. That's.
I don't know why
you
would buy a fucking Xbox One to like backwards compatible with Red Dead Redemption.
Talked about that.
I have like 600 Xbox 360 games, and I don't have a 360 anymore because it broke.
Better buy a motherfucking Xbox One then. Let that thing break.
Anyway.
So I have a question then. Since we're on the topic of them being on top for the month of July, what is one Xbox One game coming out soon that you guys are actually interested in playing?
The boat game.
Crackdown 3.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
3.
Oh, No Man's Sky. Oh wait, that's not happening.
Might be actually.
We can talk shit.
This fucking.
They hinted that might actually happen. So.
Well,
I have
yeah,
no
now
clue. I
that
don't
the
even
game is
follow
fucking
any
Yeah,
Xbox
one
One
game.
games.
Scalebound?
Scalebound looks cool.
Looks neat.
Is that
Yeah.
one game at E3 where it was like a
Dragons
giant
co-op.
monster hunter? Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks
Scalebound
cool.
looks
I can't remember any of the names off the top of my head, but I remember during E3 there's like easily 5 or 6 games. They're
Yeah,
exclusive.
that looks really cool.
I was like, games worth buying on my Xbox One. It's awesome.
Anything, Cody?
No, No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
He's excited for that. That's a console
No,
seller.
honestly, I'm very guilty of just watching the PS4 one. E3.
That's fair. I mean,
Watch it.
you were watching what was relevant to you, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
What I
Anything
like.
you're excited for, Chevy?
I also want to Sea of Thieves comes to mind first because that looks like a
Oh,
unique
yeah.
experience.
Yeah,
Made by Rare.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah,
And
that's
do
I'm
something.
stoked about that.
Yeah,
That just looks
Scalebound
cool.
looks fucking dope.
Looks awesome.
And then there was another one and I can't think of it off the top of my head now, which sucks. But
Yeah, I can't remember any of them.
They
off the
had
top
a
of my head. They
really
couple of them.
good
I was
show.
Like, wow, that actually looks really cool. But
some
overall,
time.
it's good to see them get this fucking boost that they fucking so desperately needed.
Yeah, their morale was probably fucked for quite
Well, it's
some
bad
time.
when like Phil Spencer's like, you know what? There's a couple things we could have done differently. I'm glad Sony's doing great. I'm like,
Well,
Way to roll over
I
each
can
show.
respect. I can fucking respect.
Jesus Christ.
That you're being honest, you're being a good dude.
Where does that go for the kill
But
mentality?
fucking, you're running fucking the Xbox division of Microsoft.
Yeah.
Fucking get competitive, bitch. Like
Yeah.
fucking Go after Sony.
Yeah.
Get with it and act like you want it.
Well, that's the only. I mean, Xbox and PlayStation only. Yeah, I mean that's what it's been for the last
Years.
Years.
Yeah,
Nintendo is just in the
Well,
corner being like, "Hey guys, just peace, man. We
Last
just
time
want
there was a
everybody
third
to get
console
along."
was 64, so
Actually,
it's been a while.
I think the Wii beat the fuck out of 360 and the PS3.
It did.
Well,
but
it did,
Month
but that
after
was,
month.
but that's not a console. That was some like toy that people
Yeah.
were buying. I mean, that's like when Tickle Me Elmo was really popular, right?
Yeah, you're
You
cool
can't
gamers,
compare
don't
that to
give a shit about
consoles.
that.
Fucking Wii bowling was fun.
Everyone and their grandpa. Well, fuck, I have VR. I don't need that shit anymore. Any last thoughts on Xbox One outside of the PS4?
Show me something, make me want to buy a console.
Keep making it happen. We'll see how well it goes.
I feel like we're gonna see it more often though.
Yeah, I do too.
PS4 is sold so well now. We're gonna get into a time where Xbox One is the only thing left to really be.
Fuck,
bought.
I own an Xbox before I own a PS3.
Well, that's what me and Josh talk about a lot. Is we talk a lot about the PS4, but we both were very adamant 360 fans.
Oh, yeah.
If this channel was
dude,
around 8
360
years
was
ago,
the
we
shit.
would all be talking about the
It'd
360.
be the opposite.
Yep, not me, but
Except for you,
Yeah.
but
I played
Which would have
like
been
2
great.
games on
It would have been
Xbox
great
360.
having that difference of opinions, but nowadays we're all just like
Yeah,
PS4.
That
That's all there is.
controller.
Okay,
Sexy.
third topic. Shall we bring it in?
So speaking of No Man's Sky, I'm sure that most of you have been playing it. We all have been. And
What game is that?
at the end of the week, come back for our
What's
Tasty
Tater's
Cast. We'll
precious?
be talking about it. Apparently, its PC launch has not been so smooth. It's been buggy to the point where people are comparing it to
Arkham Knight.
that launch for PC.
Fuck that game.
Yeah. So some of the issues are frame rate issues. I believe server
We
side
got
issues.
frame rate issues. We got crashing issues. Shit just not fucking working. Like graphical settings jacked up. FOV sliders fucked up.
Well, I know Sean Murray said on his Twitter that they are working without any
they're-
sleep to get that thing fixed.
Yeah,
So
it's a
Bad
complete
for that guy.
fucking
Dude,
shitstorm.
no, that guy's taking the brunt of everything.
Dude, that guy is fucking having a nervous breakdown, like, before
He's
our
gonna be that
eyes.
dude with the fucking Coney 2012
He's fucking
guy.
Phil
He's gonna be
Fish.
jerking off on
Jerking
fucking
off in
cars,
the street
Phil
corners.
Fish, kill himself in pools and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
let's hope not.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's fucking rough, man. And they can't even. Rocksteady didn't really blame it on that one company that fucking ported Arkham Knight.
Yeah. They slightly mentioned that,
Yeah.
hey, we didn't do it.
Yeah, we didn't really do
We'll
it,
fix it.
but it is our fault because it's
Yeah.
our game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blows my mind. I mean, honestly, Hello Games made Joe Danger before No Man's Sky,
That's it.
and that's it.
Yeah.
So them not
Sean
knowing,
Murray worked for EA.
Yeah,
and he made a
he
small
worked on
group of indie
Burnout.
developers with like 6 people, made Joe Danger, then made fucking...
then made
Blitz.
a huge project like No Man's Sky. From Joe Danger's fucking gnarly after playing
That game is
No
crazy.
Man's Sky. Yeah. So I mean, not knowing how to port a PC game that well. Is
With
kinda,
the backing though that they have, I feel like they should have been able to nail that.
well,
Didn't that come later though? The PC version.
Sony.
They announced that
yeah.
later, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Sony only paid for the marketing. They didn't pay. They didn't do anything else.
Yeah, they paid for all advertising.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they gave them. I would hope they would. I mean, they don't need to give them pointers on how to fucking port to a PC. They don't give a fuck.
Apparently
about
they
that.
do.
Well, yeah, but what stake does Sony have? In
That's a fair
fucking-
point. It's a fair point.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
don't- they don't
But
need
still,
to use
like,
a PC.
they're still making money in some way though off this. They're not just fucking
yeah.
doing the advertising for free, right? They have to have some kind of stake in it. So the success of the game has to be important to them in some way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sony is not porting a lot of games to PC constantly, but at the same time, I feel like they should take on some responsibility to make sure that a game that they are marketing as a PS4 game, essentially,
Yeah.
should not have a bad reputation off of its
Yeah.
bad PC
They literally
port.
like marketed that game as like a PS4 exclusive.
Pretty
Might
much.
as well
I
be at this
thought it
point.
was
Same.
for months.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah.
this is embarrassing, but it was only I read on Reddit one day. I was like, "Oh yeah, the PC version is being pushed back like 3 days," and that was 2 weeks ago.
Very embarrassing.
And
I'm
then
ashamed.
and that was like 2 fucking
Get
weeks
outta here.
ago, and that's when I found out there was a PC port
Yeah.
of it.
I bought it on
So-
PS4 because I was like, my PC's not gonna run this shit.
Nobody's
Fuck it.
PC's on that shit right now.
Well, yeah, I was lucky there.
Well, the thing that sucks too is people are comparing this to Arkham Knight, And Arkham Knight was such a fucking failure that they had to give away free copies of games because of that. I mean, I got Metal Gear Solid 5 for
This
free.
motherfucker got like 2 games free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of that game.
I had to live with this shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is a real problem. The only difference is Rocksteady made 2 stellar games before this. So this didn't necessarily hurt them, but it does hurt their prestige, right?
Yeah.
But
Fucking Hell Games, who the fuck played Joe Danger? And if they did, do they remember? Probably not. This game matters to their company survival. So on PS4 it plays great. You know, a lot of people are disappointed for other reasons. Come back on Friday, we'll talk about that. But for PC, I mean, that's 50% of the launch.
Yeah.
I know a shitload of people who don't want it on PS4. They want to play it on PC. If it doesn't fucking play on there, it put a dent in Arkham Knight, man. People were talking shit about that game. Like, it's a bad game because they
it's
didn't
a
play it.
great fucking game.
It's
dope.
Great game. Really
Everything
Play on PS4 is
like
fucking
negative is always fucking louder than anything that's fucking positive. And that's where I think that the thing about No Man's Sky is coming in is like there is a very smaller, loud fucking group of people who just fucking don't like the game due to a bunch of shit. Come back Friday.
I think it's the hype though and their disappointment.
Yeah,
that fucking.
They're so excited to play the game and now they can't. They're like, oh, this game fucking sucks.
Well, it just got.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to talk about this later, but hype train is a fucking thing that you need to have the reins on, man.
Well, especially if something's coming out for a console, which is not always the smoothest thing in the world, but console straight to PC, which is just like...
Yeah, porting can be a bitch.
Yeah. So when that releases, it's like you cannot fucking compare the same game. So, you know what I mean? Like, PC players should almost expect, this kind of crazy shit to happen. When it doesn't, they just bitch about it.
I even think more so the size of the company that's making the game. It should have been expected there's going to be problems with the ambitious nature
No, we're all
of the
bitches,
title.
dude. We're all PC fucking... We're
Master
all
race.
awesome.
Can you...
God damn it.
Any thoughts, Chris?
It's just rather fortunate for people who bought the PC version. I mean, if you did buy the PC version, why? I mean, I thought it was going to be a PS4 exclusive. I didn't even know it was going to come out on PC. And even if it did, I would only buy it for PS4. But give it some time. I mean, it is a newer company. They haven't made a lot of games.
That's what I'm saying. I feel so bad for these guys.
Yeah.
It's like now they're getting ripped.
People are
a new
shitting
asshole
on
for this
people are shitting on them like fucking like Molyneux with Fable. Like it's
They run the risk
rough.
of being Molyneux though, because they do in some ways made promises. They did make some promises they didn't.
That doesn't mean it can't be added later. Like
Sure.
everything
Right.
that he promised can literally be.
I'm just saying they
added
run
update.
that risk by doing that.
Oh, no, yeah.
And with this, people are so used to already people doing that already that they're gonna be so quick to be like, well, these guys are fucking us over too.
Yeah, it does blow my mind though how fucking like a lot of people just fucking go, oh, like fucking Fable never fucking happened.
They put their VR sets and they're just fucking
They're like
it.
you know
Just gotta tighten that strap.
their
Oh,
blindfolds
yeah,
are
that makes a
fucking
difference.
on, and it's just they don't understand that's like this has happened before. Like, are we dumb? Like, can we just fucking like it's the hype train? We all know what a hype train is.
Yeah.
We all know that a lot of games never really meet what the fucking hype is.
Some have. We should do a loot chest on that sometime.
Yeah, that is
Games
true.
that hype. To wrap this up real fast, do you think they're going to fix this? And how long do you think it's going to take?
I definitely think I definitely 100% think they're gonna fix it. They can't afford not to.
Absolutely.
Well, they're dedicated, and they will. When
Unless
someone
they want to
got
fucking
going.
just make some
Damn,
money
you're
off this
working
game.
for Hello Games right now.
Unless they want to just make some money
What's
off
up,
this
baby?
game and then just fucking die off, they have to do something.
Yeah, and then how long it'll take? Such a small company, I give it a couple months before everything's worked out.
Well, they would have to keep because people still playing the game. Like it's broken or whatever, but people are still playing it. You
Yeah.
have to fix it. I mean, 2 months is almost too long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
well,
So
yeah,
like, if
it's
you
just-
fucking
2 weeks was too long for Brink.
Yeah.
Brink died in 2 weeks.
well, yeah, but
Because
that
they
was
couldn't
server
play.
shit. I mean,
Yeah,
that's like,
but still, it's a broken game.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, they
killed
fixed
it.
it, and the community's
God,
like,
yeah, that was
fucking Battleborn.
Yeah.
underwhelming.
Yeah.
If they could have added something in those first couple weeks, maybe it would have done something to invigorate it.
Yeah.
But the product alone, it's not a broken game, but the product alone being released how it was for like 2 weeks, died. It went from, people were playing it to just dead.
I think it has like a server base like 800 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So you gotta be on it. Like, I give them, realistically, a month they gotta fucking fix this. In a month.
Well, that's
still,
why I said every single bug fucking squashed with this
bug.
They gotta make it playable in a month.
It's still there's still a
game.
game there. There's still a game there, but yeah, you have to, especially for fucking PC players.
I think that Arkham Knight took that long. If not
Dude,
longer.
no, fuck that. Arkham Knight
That was
took
a disaster.
forever.
But the difference is, though, is Arkham Knight is the third in a trilogy of games that are highly acclaimed.
Yeah.
So people are gonna bitch, but they
I was
they
fucking
wanna finish
ready
out the
for that
trilogy.
game, dude.
They're gonna wait a little longer. This game,
And I even bought it again. Motherfuckers got my money twice.
Rocksteady's living off of you,
Dude,
boy.
hey. It was still great.
but Hello Games, they don't have the same leeway. They have a hyped game, unproven, and now it's out, and it's pissed people off. They gotta fix it, like, right the fuck now.
No, but like it's to me that's a couple months is a very realistic time frame to have things.
It is
fixed.
realistic. I'll give you that.
To have things fixed.
They can't.
I know that the small team they have, not every single one of them is fucking working on how to fix this shit. It's just they have to dedicate some people to this and some others to that.
You know how they fix this? You know how they fix this? They make the game work, and they also implement multiplayer with your friends. People forget the fuck about it.
If they,
dude,
you
did
can
that
have
now,
that
that
broken
would,
ass
like-
game, and if they were like, oh, here's fucking multiplayer, go find your buddies. Fucking, they'd be like, oh, really? Let's do this. And fucking,
holy shit, this game's broken. Fuck.
give a shit, it's broken. Yeah.
God has spoken. Any last thoughts? We're running out of time.
I give them 2 weeks to fix it. I'm not saying
2
that, like,
weeks?
I'm not giving them, like, I'm
2
going to say
weeks?
they're going to put enough time and effort into this, like, 2 weeks. They're going to
2
fix
weeks,
it.
2
And
months.
I was
Also.
actually going to say the same. 2 weeks to get it playable.
Yeah.
I
Not-
think Brink is a really good example for that, because there's also an unproven game.
I don't think it has to be like perfectly fixed, but it has to be enough.
to work.
It has to work.
They're going to
People
do
have
it
be
in
able to sit down
patches.
and
It's going to
play
be
it.
one thing's going to be fixed, and this thing's going to be fixed, and this thing's going to get tweaked.
Fix the frame rate. That's gonna be.
This is a man's life we're talking about.
I'm talking about frame rate here, and now we're fucking glitching out. Fucking.
And we're having frame rate issues. I'm in life.
But overall, I think we all want to see this game succeed. I think it already has. It probably sold plenty, but we want to see people happy with the game. We want Hello Games to be stoked about people with a good product.
We want word of mouth to carry it.
We'll talk about it on Tastecast.
And we'll talk about the Tastecast on this Friday. But that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr and Twitter, Tasty Loot Gaming. Check us out on Twitch, Sleep Division. And again, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out those Plus games, Plus Club games, Tricky Towers, Rebel Galaxy. And yeah, as always, my name is Seth.
I'm Chevy.
I'm Chris.
I'm Cody.
And I'm Josh.
He is. And we'll see you guys on Friday.
Don't shy
or,
away from me, Cody.
Maybe Wednesday for, I think, Ape Escape 2. But until then, take it easy, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Why are you trembling?
I'm laughing. I'm laughing.